Grade sevens, welcome. It is the War of 1812. This is the beginning of chapter 6. This is lesson 6.1, Becoming Canada. We are going to learn how did the War of 1812 and its political consequences affect developing Canadian identity. We're going to take a look at our key concept, which is complex identity, and we'll do some vocabulary words this lesson. So stick around and let's learn something. All right, grade 7. This is the beginning of chapter 6. This is about becoming Canada. We are still in Unit 1, pre-Confederation, but we're going to be taking a look at this inquiry question today. How did the War of 1812 and its political consequences affect the developing Canadian identity? And we're going to focus on that word identity. We're going to be taking a look at our chapter concept. This time around, it's going to be a complex identity. We have a lot of vocabulary words this time around. So here is our list. Personal identity, superficial characteristics, liberators, United Empire loyalists, refugees, traitors, discrimination, Underground Railroad, deadlock, immigrants, quarantine station, haven, Legislative Assembly, Chateau Clique, Family Compact, Reformers, polling stations, bribery, patriots, 92 resolutions, and 7th report on grievances. And we started this chapter talking about the concept of a complex identity. And it's important to understand, and sometimes it's hard for us to understand this, but people are more than just their gender, their hair color, and their everyday mannerisms. We are complex beings. And the more you get to know somebody, the better you get to understand them. And it's no different when it comes to countries and cultures. They are complex as well. Now, think of Canada's complex identity. We are more than just a group of people. We're more than just the second largest country area-wise in the world. We're more than just our 600 First Nation groups. We're more than just the East Coast, and we're more than just the West Coast. We are all of this, plus we are so much more. And this identity emerged over quite a long period of time. And our complex Canadian identity is based largely on our Canadian history when Canada became a country, but also that important time before Canada became a country, when it was just our First Nations here on the continent. And then with the arrival of the Europeans and the connections made and the wars and the conflicts and the peace that was happening over time. And the years 1763 to 1850 saw this complexity develop. There was war, there was immigration, there was migration, and with all of that come new values and new traditions. And it's easy, because this is the easy way out, but it's easy to stereotype a group of people. Everybody has done it, we've done it, you've done it, I've done it, but people are more than just their own stereotypes. And that's what we're going to be taking a look at in this chapter, is the development of this really complex Canadian identity that still exists today, and it's still going to be here tomorrow and for years to come. But we're going to be taking a look at it from the historical perspective of these events. All right, I want you to head over to your notebook and complete the questions for this part of the chapter.